Hey guys, welcome back to the Charismatic Nerd. So today we're gonna talk about UFC 251 that happened just a couple weeks ago. As some of you may know, I'm a huge MMA fan, and watching UFC 251, the main event between Usman and Masvidal was meh, but overall it was a good card. One fight on the card that I was definitely looking forward to was Max Holloway against Alex Volkanovski. Just in case some of you don't know, well, this was a rematch from last December where Volkanovski defeated Max Holloway in a unanimous decision to win the featherweight UFC belt. And since Max Holloway has been a great champ, he's been given a rematch to get his belt back. And going into the rematch, Max Holloway was actually the underdog. People thought that Volkanovski was going to dominate Max like he did last December. But when the fight started, Max Holloway went on to dominate the first two rounds. Rounds 3 and 4 were very close, but one of them definitely went to Max. In the 5th round, Volkanovski dominated Max, but he didn't hurt Max that much. When the fight was over, a majority of people thought that Max won 3 rounds and Volkanovski won 2 rounds, meaning Max would win, right? Well, when it came to the scoring of the judges, they gave 3 rounds to Volkanovski and 2 rounds to Max, leaving Max Holloway on the losing end again. And the sad part is that Max Holloway may not get another shot at the title since he has technically lost twice to Volkanovski. The fight game can be so unfair. And this type of stuff that Max went through with the judges is not that uncommon. Poor judging has been a problem for years in the UFC. And that's why it's never best to leave it to the judges when it comes to an MMA match. And that lesson also goes for us. When it comes to us, when I say leaving to the judges, I mean leaving shit in limbo. Like when your boss doesn't give you a clear-cut answer, or how about that girl you're interested in, but she kind of just keeps stringing you along. In these cases, you're leaving it to others to judge and decide whatever it is you're seeking. And since they're being vague, they're just wasting your time and emotional energy. So how do we stop leaving it to the judges in our lives? Well, you go out there and get the knockout. But obviously, I'm not saying actually go out there and punching someone. What I mean is to be polarizing so you get a clear-cut answer. No more waiting. You have to be clear and direct in order to get a clear and direct answer. Is your boss going to give you a promotion? If the answer is no, then you just saved a bunch of time from waiting for a promotion that you were never going to get, and you start investing that time into finding another job. Another example is if a girl is actually interested in you, well, in that case, you just ask her bluntly, and whatever answer she gives you will give you the clarity to make your next move. And remember this, if people choose not to give you a clear answer after you were direct, well, that's an indication that the answer is no. When you want to be the champion of the world in MMA, you have to go out there in the octagon and clearly dominate your opponent. You can't let the judges decide the result for you. You have to make it abundantly clear that you won. And that's usually best done by a knockout. And also by submission if you're a technical MMA fan. Too many people are out here wasting time wondering if they're gonna get that promotion, or if that love interest is actually interested in them, or if their friends actually even value them. Go and save time by your metaphorical knockout punch. Get the clarity you need from others, and your life will be a lot simpler. Now, don't get me wrong, I know this sounds a bit confrontational, but you tell me what's worse. Wasting time only to realize that you're not going to get what you want, or saving time after quickly realizing that you're not going to get what you want. The answer is obvious. Learn to treat your time with the utmost respect, and you won't waste time in the hands of other people's judgment. Go out there and get that knockout, because we only have so many rounds of life to live. Alright guys, that's it for today. Thanks again for watching. If you found this video just even a little bit helpful, please like this video, comment, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my email list, and guys, remember, you're not just any type of nerd, you're a charismatic nerd.